Good morning, guys. We're back at the beach. We woke up early and we seem to be the first ones at the beach today. This is the beach in Sian Ka'an. Hello, dog. How are you? How's it going? We even met a friend here, a dog, a local dog. He seems to be friendly. I think he came from the water. But so what we're gonna do now, since we're literally the first ones on this stretch of the beach, we'll find one of those small huts where we can shelter from the sun. I think it's better if I face the camera this way because the sun is over there. Look at this. Literally, you can stay here all day long, or for the most of the day, because the idea is to get shade. They made these makeshift shelters. I think that's what that is. And I wonder what this is up here. Maybe people live here. Or they stay here. Private property?
Yeah. I think that sign says private property.
Yeah, it does. Okay. But the beach is not private property. We know that because in Mexico all beaches are public. At least that's what they say. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. Look at the blue color of that water there. I mean, too bad there's a bit of wind and it's wavy today, but regardless, nevertheless, it's still nice. Look at this dog. He's just enjoying it. Yeah, he is. So this is what it's all about. Now, when people talk about those Caribbean trips, vacations, this is what they have in mind, right? Except that where we are, it's even better because, you know, unlike all that crowd up in Tulum, we took the time to drive down the Sian Ka'an Peninsula, and here we are. We have the beach all to ourselves, with a dog too, with a local dog. I wonder how far we can walk on the beach. It's pretty expansive.
Yeah.
It goes pretty far. Interesting.
I think I even see shelter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. It goes all the way along there. So do we maybe like shelter under one of
I don't know how,
under this hut?
How do we do that?
Or no?
I don't think we can shelter under these things.
Well, we could go in the hut.
No.
Sure. On the other side. No? Let's see. There is an entrance here, but whatever. So then we won't. Okay, no problem. No worries. So we're not going in the hut, but we are staying on the beach because that's where we came from. As you can see, the sea is pretty rough today. The waves are bigger, stronger, although this is the Caribbean Sea, so most of the time it's quite calm, placid, but today for some reason the waves are strong. And we always have algae here. We have seaweed, that's characteristic for the Tulum area, so that's fine. But this is that public beach, 3 kilometers in the Sian Ka'an National Park, National Reserve. So what they offer there are boat tours. They show you presumably wildlife. They show you manatees, I think some kind of aquatic birds. They show you the mangrove forest. That's further down, I think, when you take a drive down that peninsula. But here we're taking a walk along the beach. And as you can see, it's just beautiful, it's spectacular. What more could you ask for? The Caribbean Sea, of course. And Belize is further down that way when you continue along that path. So I'm guessing the people have accommodation here. They have lodging, there are hotels. Some people presumably even live in these areas. That's what it looks like. And surprisingly, they don't have access to the beach. There's a steep cliff from their property facing the water. That's kind of surprising, because if you live here, presumably the idea is that you're able to access the sea, the beach. Oh, look at these birds. These are some kind of plovers. I think that's what they are. Yeah, these are plovers, all right. What species? I have no clue. So we'll walk all the way down to there. Interesting. So in theory, what one could do, you could get a beach buggy and then drive all the way down to the end of the Sian Ka'an Peninsula, the Punta Allen Peninsula. Here are the plovers again. Just take a look at all these properties right next to the sea. These ones here are decorated, not decorated, but they're renovated. They're kept up, as opposed to the stuff that we saw back there that's kind of run down or in construction. Here, on the other hand, they seem like they're taking care of it. They even have those stairs. They go from the higher level down to the beach. So, if anyone wants to stay there, you're right next to the beach, and you're far removed from all that, hustle and bustle in Tulum, that beach waterfront stretch in Tulum where all the tourists congregate. Right here, you're kind of 3-4 kilometers within the national park, so you're good. You're isolated. You have your peace and quiet. Tranquility. Look at that place there. There's even a hammock. What a beautiful area to stay, for a vacation. You spend a week, 2 weeks here next to the sea and you're good. So there are many properties like that all along this walkway, beachway, or whatever it is. But this is awesome, really. Oh, look at that. I think I found a coconut. Look, yes. It's a coconut, all right. Look at that. I wonder if we can break it open somehow. That'd be interesting. Oh, let's carry it. So, the only drawback here are the algae. That's what turns people away. As you can see, the seaweed, the algae, that's always a problem in the Tulum coastline, Tulum Riviera. But besides that, it's perfect. Again, look at the view of this splendid property here. Someone's staying there, and then they have that stairway that comes down to the beach. I think this is the nicest part, because if we continue down there, it doesn't seem like there are any upkept properties. You know, it's all run down. But here, on the other hand, within these few hundred meters, we have 3 or 4 really nice houses. I don't know if they're hotels or they're just private residences, but whatever they are, they really seem to be good. And we even found the coconut. Look at that. If I shake it, yeah, I think there's something inside of it. There is coconut milk inside of it. How do we open it? We need a machete. This bird here, this is called a frigate bird. It looks like a tropic bird, but it's a frigate bird. You find it in Mexico, you find it all over the Caribbean. What's this? Oh, this is some kind of a piece of wood. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. And what I like about this part of the beach here, as you can see, there's a lot less garbage, because this is in front of someone's residence, right? So people tend to keep it clean, and they probably have signs telling visitors, beach visitors, not to throw garbage in front of their houses. As you can see here, look at this stretch of the beach. Look how clean this is, as opposed to where we're staying down there, where it's full of garbage. Here you see virtually nothing. So, you know, if we were to stay somewhere, we will probably choose this place here. Again, here there's some kind of a hut, a shelter from the sun that someone built with palm branches, palm leaves. Look at this. Oh, another coconut. This one is dry, I think. But look at this hut here. You can enter here and stay there just to shelter from the sun. Because if you want to spend the entire day on this beach, you're gonna get the sun exposure, right? You don't wanna be under the sun for too long. But there are some spots that people kind of went around that. Okay, so this is, you guys saw this before, but this is the pool that we have with our Airbnb here in Sian Ka'an. Sorry, not Sian Ka'an, but Tulum. And it's a good thing that we have that, because we're quite far from the beach, from the waterfront. So, I mean, and the other thing is that when you get to the waterfront, there are only so many beaches that you can access. There are not private properties, so it's a good thing that we have this. As you can see, it's beautiful. It's a really nice complex of, I guess they're apartment buildings. I don't know what they are. They're Airbnbs. They're made for that. But yeah, the water's good too. There's Helen over there. Hi, Helen. And let's go in the water. that was okay. The water's good. The workers here take care of it. They take out the leaves on a daily basis. So we're grateful for that. And you can even swim a little bit here. Not that much, but it is possible. The water's crystal clear. Hey, look at this. It even becomes a bit deeper on this side. That's awesome. And tomorrow we're going to go to Sian Ka'an again. So we'll go to Punta Island, we'll go to that nice sandy beach. And then maybe on Friday we'll drive down to Mahawal. Mahawal supposedly is really worthwhile. You know, for people who like Quintana Roo, it's the place to visit. That's what we've been told. So we'll see soon enough if that's true or not. And we'll see you at the beach tomorrow.